Hello, I'm Jim Aud with Purist Audio Design, a high-end cable manufacturer who believes in engineering and not marketing. One thing I'd like to talk about today, a question that a lot of our customers have asked: what is the difference between an analog cable and a digital cable? Okay, the first thing I'd like to bring out is that a analog cable is just just for audio, okay? And the differences between a digital and audio is the digital cable is grouped to a certain frequency. If you're using a SPDIF cable, which could be RCA or BNC, it typically has a characteristic impedance of 75 ohms. If you're using a balance, or sometimes called AES EBU, its ohmic value is 110 ohms. Where like when you're dealing with an audio cable, it could be whatever frequency you want. It could be 600 ohms, it's balanced, it could be 30 ohms, 20 ohms. And the problem when you're going from digital to analog is that by not having the correct cable, you can have abnormalities like the frequency may sound skewed in certain areas, may not be as well focused, uh, where with a proper digital cable, you're getting a proper impedance, so the match is more correct. Um, an analogy I typically like to use for the cables is like, for instance, in the old days when we had, quote, landlines telephone, you would get a good connection and your conversation on both ends was excellent. Or if you had a bad connection, you had static and you had problems, you kept saying, what did you say? And that's kind of the way the digital works. It's sitting there, it gets the information, but it's not the correct information. So, you know, the end result is not as good a quality. Uh, some other areas that we focused on, we found to be very, very helpful is like in the digital world, you have to be real conscious about the noise. And we have taken and done a lot of studies and found out if either the AC cable or let's talk about our ultimate USB cable, if they're not eliminating the noise, then the sonic end result is not as good quality. We've spent a lot of time studying ferrites, and we've had ferrites built to either eliminate a group of frequencies or to pass a group of frequencies. So like in our digital cable, ultimate USB, if a person is looking at the outside of it, they'll notice three lumps. Well, these are ferrites that are tuned to a certain range of frequencies. In the ultimate USB, what we want to do is only pass the frequencies pertaining to the digital. In the AC cable, we take a reverse point. What we want to do is only pass the 50 or 60 cycle voltage, and everything above that we want to eliminate it. So these are just a couple points that I wanted to bring up. And like I said, we had a lot of discussion about why is analog versus digital. Now it's true, you can use an analog cable in a digital application, or you can use a digital cable in an analog application, and it's not going to hurt your system. So I mean, if you're in a pinch and you have two digital cables laying there, yes, that'll get you by. But like everything else, you've got to pay attention to the details to get the best results from your audio. Uh, I'm Jim Aud. If you have any questions, stop by our Facebook and submit an answer, and I will promptly get back to you with the best of my ability. And all I'd like to say is that just remember, engineering, not marketing. Thank you very much.